Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news update for Thursday, June 23rd, 2016. And today in our news update, we have Huawei. Huawei is a Chinese company that makes some decent phones. They have extremely interesting models, and one of the things that they do is that they, of course, would make phones for pretty much everybody. So there are some Android Huawei phones, even Windows phones from Huawei. But the thing is, Huawei doesn't want to stay with other operating systems for long. So what they announced today is that they are working on their own operating system that will be different from Android, Windows, and everything. And they want to make phones with their own operating system. And you know what? The idea isn't bad, but because honestly, the more you have choices in operating systems, the better it is. So you know what? I hope to see in the future a future where we will have not only Android and iOS with the iPhone, but we'll see Huawei's operating system. We'll see Windows 10 mobile and maybe other types of operating systems. Now, the biggest problem, of course, and that will be the challenge of Huawei's OS, getting apps for their own operating system. And I think Huawei could maybe win this app gap because it has a lot of sales of their own phones in China. And this is interesting because of the big market. Maybe apps will be there. Who knows? In other news, we have Opera that replied to Microsoft saying, no, it's not true. Opera is not, Edge is not better at battery life on PCs than Opera and so on. And a very, very good article on Torah.com about this, where actually they were showing that Microsoft was extremely fair and square in its own tests because when they did the tests of Edge, they actually turned on the Opera feature, which is battery saver, and still Edge was better. And the more we look at how Microsoft did the tests, the more it seems pretty much in the reality of life, the real deal, the real thing, as how people will go on the internet. And even in the test that Opera itself, because Opera did test it itself, we got to point out one thing. Edge, Microsoft did not put an ad block or anything. When they were surfing with Edge, the ads were there. Opera, in their own tests against Edge, left Edge with ads, but enabled ad block in Opera, meaning there were less, you know, advertisements, so less load on the browser itself. And even if with that it did win, the thing is that it did win by not that much. So, it's all a question of perspective, but it's interesting to see how Opera really, really is. They're also complaining, saying, oh, well, you know what? The thing is, Microsoft wanted to make PR, and you know what? So what? That's how a company works. Why? How do you have a company working? It's simple. You try to have your products being talked about as much as possible. That's the way it is. Well, the MSN app has been updated for some and will be updated to pretty much everybody in the next few days and weeks to include a new feature where you'll be able to actually choose your own news sources. So you'll be able to say, oh, I don't want to have news from this source. I don't want to have news from this. I want to have news from the BBC or to see from Canadian Broadcasting Corporation or from Fox News or from. You'll be able to actually tweak all of that so that when you actually use the news app, it gives you the news that you want to see from the sources that you think are the best sources. So that's going to be interesting to see as we go on. And I'll be having a little series, especially I'm waiting for the anniversary update for some of the videos. But I want to revisit pretty much all the apps in Windows 10 in the anniversary update. A lot of you have been asking for that, and I'm not doing it because I'm waiting for the anniversary update to make sure that we have the latest app versions for this for the little series on each apps. Well, Microsoft has announced that Microsoft Edge will have really improved JavaScript performance in the anniversary update. They are tweaking that, and you know how they get that information on how to tweak it and make it better? Well, they announced, all that data that everybody's going and complaining about and saying, wow, Microsoft's spying on us. Well, that's the data they've used to examine JavaScript performance. And they understand that it needs to be better. And that's all of that data that they've been receiving points to how to make JavaScript better. So, for all of those that say, yeah, we are really being spied on, yeah, we're spied on to improve performance in Windows. That's why we're spied on. And, they don't even know who you are, and they don't even care about your own stuff. This is probably the most illogical part of everybody complaining about that. So JavaScript will be better in Edge anniversary update. InMobi is a Singapore company that claims to be the largest independent mobile ad network. Well, they've been fined $950,000. Why? Because in apps on your mobile phone, they, without your knowledge, were tracking you everywhere you went to with your Wi-Fi signal, and was, of course, using that data for their ad network. Thing is, to do so, and most apps do so, you need to actually just have a disclaimer saying, do you accept that, we do this and we do that we track you with this and that. InMobi was doing that secretly without you even knowing so. So they've been fined $950,000, and that's the danger of the apps today in our mobile phones. Knowing what app does what exactly. It's something that we need to really, really understand, that we gotta, have tighter rules, I think, around mobile phones and how, companies can track us with it. And finally, drone delivery got a little boost this week in the United States, where there was an opening of, the possibility of using drones to deliver packages and so on, but with a little side to it where they said, well, okay, we are looking at, yes, we'll accept, to use drones to do things, but no, wait a minute, Amazon, Walmart, and others, we're not yet there. And don't think that we're opening the skies to Amazon drones. We still need to check it out. But it's a step in that direction, and I could see in the near future where a little drone will drop a package on my balcony or something here and fly away and say, wow, cool, I've dropped a package. So this was the tech news for Thursday, June 23rd, 2016. If you enjoy my videos, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up if you like the videos. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And of course, we'll try to help you if you have any problems. Thank you so much for following us on this channel.